high devo proved to be too much as he rolled on to a 26-point win over the reigning champ, Jomar.
Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic city. And
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And tonight, we'll most likely see some stout defense. Chris, both these teams are terrific at limiting points.
Yeah, Kevin, these teams do all the little things on defense well. Great at helping over and contesting shots.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Simmons. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Holiday. That one goes in.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Simmons against Holiday. Simmons passes to Embiid, and that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's DiVincenzo. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Here's Holiday. 76ers getting the bucket. Middleton outside. The kick out to Holiday. It's stolen by Green. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now the pass to Embiid. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, he's a supreme competitor. Simmons, he creates second chance opportunities with his hustle.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee, Ben Simmons gets the bucket. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's Simmons after the basket by Milwaukee, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Connaughton's checked in.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Kicks it down to Middleton. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I mean, guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and that's got to be annoying to them. I mean, work hard to get to the line, but fail to capitalize.
And it's the 76ers with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Maxey. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other four guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Now here's Giannis. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Clippers.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Here's Maxey after the basket by Milwaukee. Over Holiday. And the shot is long. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And here's Maxey, up and in on the layup. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. 76ers on top. They lead by 2. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Craig in at the 4-man position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's the break. Nice shot by Portis.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Maxey. They get the rebound. Knocks it loose. Embiid kicks to Harris. Pass to Maxey. Embiid inside. Defended by Portis.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Here's Craig, guarded by Harris. Pass to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Augustine passes to Forbes. And the 3 off target.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bradley's checked in for Joel Embiid. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that one, good.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
On the wing, Green. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Bradley gets it to go.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
And yes, it's good.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Curry with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. On the wing, Harris. DiVincenzo against Curry. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Pass to Portis. That one goes. Count it. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
32 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Simmons. Over Augustine. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's Portis, high post. Harris is there. Nice shot by Portis.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Simmons. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Green is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 1. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Philadelphia shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Curry gets the bucket. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
On the wing, DiVincenzo, guarded by Curry. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. And it's blocked by Bradley. Scott up top, covered by Giannis. Here's Green. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Bucks trail by 3. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lets it fly. And again, the Bucks miss. Philadelphia leading by 3. Green kicks to Bradley. Curry with a wide open look. No good from outside. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Holiday, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Embiid, the pass to Howard. And that one, good. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Holiday.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now, here's Maxey. 1:52 left in the third quarter. They double him with Giannis. Shot clock at 3. Stolen by Holiday. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable. He took advantage.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Here's Embiid, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Outside Holiday. The pass to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it to Howard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Middleton the pass to Connaughton, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it back.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And he dunks it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the 76ers now. Here's Howard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Second free throw, no good. Outside for Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. Yep, it counts.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Basket good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Simmons, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot, but while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard's checked in for Embiid, and it's Green in for Matisse Thybulle. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez is checked in. Here's Holiday. Rebounded by Howard.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, GA. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Holiday inside the line. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
Here's Simmons, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. The shot misses. Good D by Howard. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Oh, stepping up as a leader. There's a reason Harris has the ball in these spots. He knows how to deliver.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Oh, no. Don't tell me. He just didn't do that, did he? A critical point of the game. And he makes just about the worst mistake possible.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. It falls!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Simmons. Good D by Lopez. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Trying to get open is Lopez. It's good!
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Simmons against Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
You know, when it's clear Simmons is a unique player, he's 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Giannis. The feed to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And stolen by Simmons. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They break the hearts. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
For you, and what kind of
.2K Sport. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Well, I've heard both you guys talk about the handle of Kyrie Irving. Kenny, did anyone in your era come close to being able to do what Kyrie can do with the dribble?
Yeah, I think there were several. You know, and with the hand check rule, if they didn't have it the way it is, Isaiah Thomas, Tim Hardaway.
Was Iverson in that game?
Iverson, yeah. Kenny Anderson.
Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, right,
those guys would have had the freedom to dribble the way they wanted to dribble because of the lack of hand check. But Kyrie Irving is special.
Yeah. And the other thing that makes him special, his footwork is as good as anybody's ever played. Like that, people lose sight. It ain't just your handle, it's the footwork. It's his combination that's what makes him so special.
That's a great point.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Landry Shamit's checked in for the Nets. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Kenny, you watched the NBA for so long. What are some things you find that make successful front offices in this league?
You can't be lazy. You got to get on the road.
Guys aren't lazy.
There's some guys there, I'm telling you. You can't be lazy. You got to be on that road. You have to understand. It's easy to see kids at Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. But have you gone to Europe, or yourself as a general manager? Have you gone in the mid-major level and been at games when there's only 1,500 in the stands, but there's Paul George playing? Yeah. Like, have you found him? That's not lazy.
And the thing, he's calling lazy, honestly, is being complacent. And the other thing you got to be, quite frankly, you got to get lucky. You know, you got to get a Kawhi. And you got to get a Giannis, or you got to get a superstar caliber player that allows you to build around. Otherwise, man, it's going to be a challenge.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Now here's Middleton. He had 19 points in the win against the Clippers.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Now here's Jordan. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Middleton can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there, though. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
Walking in my book, Greg. It's still
no. It's you gathering. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a half a step.
I'm old school. It's walking.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
Now Harden following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Wow, and Harden attracts so much attention from the defense. He creates shot opportunities for his guys.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Lobs it up for Jordan.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Stolen by Harden. Durant down low. Giannis is there. Lets it go from 11. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Durant down low, and he makes that one.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for Brooklyn. Between his points and his rebounds, he was... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Guys, the game nowadays more open, more freedom of movement. Kenny, do you like where the game seems to be headed?
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. And if I was a player, I would like it. because of my style of play. I can imagine a lot of players in my era wouldn't like it, but a lot more fun to watch, a lot of flow to the game.
The thing I like about it is you have to be more skilled in the game today, because you can't just grab and hold and beat people up today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like your Nick teams.
Yeah, exactly. We would have struggled today. We would have struggled.
Luwawu, the pass to Irving. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Can't nail the jumper. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Irving against Augustine. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Kenny, when you came into the NBA as a rookie, was there a veteran who stepped in to become your mentor?
My first coach, Bill Russell, was a mentor.
Was your mentor?
Yes, yes. You know, which is even funnier, like the former players of North Carolina were my mentors, because we played
some of those guys.
Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins, Walter Davis.
That's like a Hall of Fame class.
Yeah. I mean, all those guys were still in the league, and they would come back and they would tell stories about what it takes to be in the NBA and how you got to stay there. So those were my mentors.
And you drank in every word.
Oh, every second. Yeah.
Here's Augustine. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's the quickness of DJ Augustine. Put it on the deck, get to the driving game. Really nicely done.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And it goes down 2 points. Irving's got 6 in the quarter. Kenny, with all the switching now defensively, it's so valuable to have a big man who can pass out of those double teams and make plays for other guys.
Giannis, number 1, Jokic, number 2. LeBron is obviously number 1A. Big guy who can pass, because, you know, we forget that he's 6'9", 6'10".
And don't forget about Embiid as a true center.
He has gotten better.
He's a good enough passer. Their problem is they just don't space the floor as well as they need to.
Irving for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Irving's got 9.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Portis, the pass to Craig. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 12. Irving looking for an opening. And that one is stuffed right through.
Showing how unselfish he can be. Irving recognizing the importance of keeping his teammates involved.
Down low. Picked him clean. Brown outside. Outside Irving. Over Augustine. Offensive rebound. Claxton makes it off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
What a pleasure it was to have Kenny joining us outdoors. He's been in the business for a long, long time.
Boy, as great as Kenny Smith was on the basketball court, he was a tremendous guard, a championship guard. He's been equally impressive off of it. This guy's a mainstay in the studio, Emmy Award winner, truly a special treat.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a new group in for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Landry Shamit's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Middleton.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Giannis against Durant. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock.
Look, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
16 seconds left here in the second. Holiday against Green. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here, the hometown. And returning from his sojourn, doing some in-game analysis. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. The tray. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 9 points.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
And Holiday throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Milwaukee has possession. Inside, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Goes up, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Irving misses. DiVincenzo against Irving. And the pass to Holiday. Kicks to Lopez. Back to Holiday. just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And here we go, Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Augustine against Harden. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. It's Brown on the wing. Passes it to Llewellyn. Down low. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
We're talking about a guy with great size and length and athleticism. DeAndre Jordan just keeps pressure on the defense.
Connaughton kicks to Augustine. Connaughton passes to Augustine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And guys, what you love about DJ Augustine is the leadership he provides to the young guys. They'll lean on him for advice, for knowledge, for sets. This guy is just a key cog.
Brooklyn leading by 16. Now Harden. He's got 11. From outside the arc, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
You know, an easy basket made possible because the assist was crisp and it was perfectly placed.
Harden against Augustine. 32 seconds left in the third. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Jordan. On the wing, Green. Fires from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Pass to Harden. That one a little long, and as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets out in front. They lead by 12. Live from... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. To the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. The pass to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around to the inside. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. He kicks to Harden. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Claxton, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. 17 points was their biggest margin. Just 5 on the clock. Count it.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Bucks trail by 12. Here's Forbes. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Brown. Harden right side. And that one is hammered home.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. The Bucks also with the sub. Holiday's checked in.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't box him out, sensational timing on the putback slam by Brook Lopez.
Nobody near Irving. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Middleton, and that one's on target from the wing.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Taken away by Holiday. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Stolen by Harden. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Durant, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And it's sent back by KD. Here's Brown. He dishes it to Harden. From deep three-point range, the offensive rebound. Kicks to KD. And on the way from Irving for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Connaughton, and it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
From past the arc. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused. David, thank you as always.
Just a real simplistic explanation of who he is. If you've ever played prom at all, or you want to get into prom, and you make a point guard with a very quick jump shot, that's John Havlicek. But instead of him being short term.
A view of the Atlanta skyline and all. We are.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said.
Thanks, DA. And above the rim play, always captivating speed. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the small forward position. Outside Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Snell, the pass to Herter. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's the Bucks ball. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
It seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
They were really fortunate to come away with that victory. It wasn't their finest game, but hopefully they'll be better here in this one.
Here's Young after Drew Holiday's score. Young passes to Herter. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Capella with the bucket.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trae. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
Now here's Lopez. He had 10 points in the win against the Clippers. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Passes to DiVincenzo. Kicks it to Lopez. Here's Holiday trying to get open as Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 34-point game against Miami.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Collins with it, covered by Giannis. Young is double. To the middle, and a wide open look for Capella. That misses off the backboard.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Offensive rebound. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now, here is Young. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Here's Collins. It's a three-point game. Young's shot is off. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Rondo comes in for Kevin Huerter. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Gallinari kicks to Young. With the teardrop. Here's Capella. This one for 3, and it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Heat. Antetokounmpo finds Augustine to the paint. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Hawks trail by 4. It's Young on the wing. Down low, here's Capella. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. No good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
Here's Augustine, and he converts the layup.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Up in time. That one doesn't go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he...
For me personally, I just want to get better. I want the team to get better. I want me to...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Tony Snell is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Back to Rondo. And Gallinari kicks to Rondo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Two of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Connaughton, and the layup's good off the glass. Connaughton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Okongwu dishes to Rondo. Yep, that one goes. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Rondo against Augustine. Portis kicks to Craig. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Mays. Rondo with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Mays passes to Herter. Buries the long-range jumper. Herter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Middleton against Rondo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's rebounded by Herter.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Bruno Fernando subbed in for Hill. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Herter. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
One thing about Holiday, he knows how to get defenders off balance. We'll see what he can do at the line.
Good on the second free throw. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Holiday against Rondo. There's the pass to Mays. Back to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Capella. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Capella's got the game tied up here for Atlanta. Middleton looking it over. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
Thanks, Kip.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. And after 17 years where they hadn't won a playoff round, the Milwaukee Bucks have surged to. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Now here's Lopez. Here's Middleton, takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Middleton's got the first basket of the second half here for the Bucks. Here's Herter. Back to Young. Dishes it to Collins. Right through the D for the layup. Collins has got his first points in this one.
We talk about Collins' combination of length and skill. It helps him make contested shots.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks trail it. Outside Collins. Back to Young. Over Holiday. Young, right side. Over Holiday. Young, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Young with the steal. One-on-one here. Three-pointers. Snell. Milwaukee with the rebound. Pass to Herter. They shoot again. Outside Collins. For the lead. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Young with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 12 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's DiVincenzo.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Young's shot is off. Milwaukee in the lead. Lopez passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And guarded by Capella. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. Collins with some nice D.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Capella and the dunk by Capella.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's Herter, following the basket by Chris Middleton.
Fluid athlete, good hops. If Herter can continue to do that, watch out.
The Bucks trail. Pass to Middleton. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Lopez, no luck. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Capella kicks to Collins. Over Middleton. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Collins passes to Capella. Here's DiVincenzo. Not going to go that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Here's Snell. There's the triple. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Middleton on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. And now here comes Young leading the break. Collins wide open. He fires. Fires for 3. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And so it's Atlanta. Ahead by 9 is the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Trae Young is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 spot. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Here's Collins. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. Atlanta with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Young finds Gallinari. Young inside. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Okongwu's now got 4 points in the quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Portis. It's not going to go for him. Collins with some nice D. Rondo passes to Okongwu. The Hawks working the ball around. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Giannis outside, out to the wing. The pass to Forbes. 5 on the clock. That's tipped. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. They get it back. Collins passes to Gallinari. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Out to the right wing. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Collins. Augustine grabs the board. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. 11-point game.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Inside, here's Okongwu.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Bucks trail by 11. There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. And a wide open look for Portis. That 3 off the mark.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Collins kicks to Okongwu. Now Gallinari. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Forbes. From the arc. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Hawks leading by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Hawks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
The dish now to Gallinari. There's the feed to Okongwu. Fast break, Milwaukee. Augustine with the ball. Tries again. And Antetokounmpo lays it in.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge.
I believe it's 100% better as a whole because, like, if you're playing one of your main mans, like Lab and Wise, coming up to 250, like me.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. The week.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David Banks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Rejected by Harris. And now the 76ers on the break. And Green slams it in.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. First quarter, just over a minute played. Over Green. Middleton can't get it to go.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Middleton finds Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
To the inside, Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
So they take the lead. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here is Holiday. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Simmons passes to Milton. 6 to shoot. Back to Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Tell you what, does not matter what the defense throws his way. The heart of Simmons allows him to play through that, and he's still going to knock the shot down.
Now here's DiVincenzo. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Here's Milton. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 6 points.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send Drew Holiday to the free throw line. That one on Embiid. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here's Maxey. Here's Thibault. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
The 76ers leading by 3. To the left wing. Maxey passes to Howard. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the paint. Now Embiid. 6 points for him. Great positioning on the putback.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And here now is Thibault. Now, here's Maxey. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because...
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I...
And Greg, playing with the chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Connaughton in at the 3.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively. Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Here's Curry with the 3. The shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. And Middleton subbed in for Bryn Forbes.
Boy, that's a great effort from Simmons, guys. He might have point guard skills, and he's got plenty of those, but he can bang inside, too.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. It's stolen by Milton. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Augustine passes to Connaughton. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Simmons against Augustine. And it's Simmons penetrating. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Simmons got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dishes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And the shot goes in. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Augustine, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. 59 seconds left in the first half. And here's the fast break. From 18 feet away, off the left rim and out.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Bucks trail by 9. Middleton right side. Out to the right wing. Augustine passes to Middleton. Lopez kicks to Middleton. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Howard. Here's Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and the Bucks miss again. And so it's Ben Simmons making it. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 block shots, and
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Milton in at small forward.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Inside, here's Harris. He feeds it to Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Sinks the triple. Giannis has got his first 3 points of the game.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Stolen by Holiday. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Milton. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lopez has got 8 points.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Embiid inside. Working on Portis. Bucks trail by 8. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. A minute 42 left in the third. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Craig. Pass to Portis. Outside, out of Antetokounmpo. Here is Forbes. Guarded by Simmons. Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes. Spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And the 76ers also making a change. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Ben Simmons.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Thybulle, the pass to Embiid.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Bucks trail by 9 to the left side wing. Connaughton kicks to Forbes. Over Maxey. Forbes can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Forbes, the pass to Connaughton. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Forbes. Thybulle with the ball. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Hope. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Chris Middleton is out there with Portis. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Holiday in at the 1. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Lopez. Cans it from downtown. Lopez has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Bucks.
Part of Brook Lopez's value is his ability to space the floor, especially as a big guy.
And Curry, here we go. Here's Harris, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid, the pass to Curry.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And stolen by Thibault. Green with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Portis against Green. There's the pass to Thibault. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton right side. That one falls.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Curry looking it over. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Chalk up 2 there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Holiday inside the line. It's hauled in by Harris. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Curry against Holiday. Curry kicks to Harris. Passes it to Embiid. Shoots over Portis. Embiid, no good. Bucks trail by 8. DiVincenzo with it. Now Green defending. Holiday with the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
On the way, Harris. Here's Embiid. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Thibault. Kicks it to Harris. And he banks in the layup.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Philadelphia also making some changes. Howard comes in for Harris. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Simmons passes to Howard. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, this guy is always in attack mode, very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there, not him. He's going right to the bucket.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
And there's the call on Donte DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Holiday, here we go. Money!
What an offensive force Holiday can be when he's going like this.
23 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
and deciding where to go with it. Back to Simmons. Fires from the line, and that one is off. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They break the hearts of it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
Did you have to go through fierce competitors, but you had to go through people like defense to offense, and even facing last year's champion.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for... And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Harden bounce pass. Lopez against Jordan. And it's sent back by Lopez. Middleton looking it over. And Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Durant.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Irving. Back to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. On the wing, Giannis. Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Count it, good.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Jordan, the pass to Harden. Taken away by Holiday. Shot from the top of the key. Jordan with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Outside for KD. Lopez grabs the board. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Harden.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here is Holiday. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Brooklyn with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee. Harden kicks to Jordan. And he lays it straight in.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
Middleton on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Durant.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
The deep three from Harden. The long distance three is buried. Harden's got 8.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Now here's Giannis. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. And the Bucks miss again.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Irving looking over the floor. Outside Durant. Pass to Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Craig passes to Connaughton. Here's Portis to halt the run. The Bucks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
He's perfect from the line this time. 8 seconds left to play here in the first. Lobbed up there for Green and stolen by Portis. He can't get that one. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets out in. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Landry Shamet is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Augustine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Now here's Green. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. In the corner, Shamet with it. 6 on the shot clock. With the second effort. A shot by Jordan, no good.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Portis. The pass to Craig. Back to Portis. Right wing. A second chance effort. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Nets leading by 8. In the corner. Shamet with it. Outside, Green. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And that one's good, Shamet.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Craig. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Shamet. Here's Jordan. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And really complete control of that game. If you recall, guys, they made sure they didn't have to sweat that one out down the stretch.
And the final score may not have indicated just how much they were in that one. They were clearly the dominant team.
Now here is Augustine. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Connaughton. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Nets leading by 8. On the wing, Green. Back to Brown. Green against Portis. Green, the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. The Nets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Augustine against Jordan. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Portis. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Really impressed with the shot selection
through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Down low, and Harden with the stuff.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Nets leading by 12. Outside Irving. In the corner, Harden. And it's good, 2 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Count it.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
To the paint, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan with arms that go on for days. Just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
The kick out to Holiday. To the inside. In the corner, Middleton with it. Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got his first points of the game.
Well, Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
Harden dishes to Durant. Harden has a wide open look. He can't get that one to fall. And Milwaukee the other way now.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's KD. Basket counts. And the Nets lead by 12.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Harden surveying the D. And Jordan has it in the corner. Wants to get it to KD and does. Over Holiday. Second shot opportunity. The 3 from Harden. And the 3 ball is good. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Middleton with it. He's picked up by KD. And Giannis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Harden finds Irving. Harden against Holiday. Taken away by Holiday. Middleton left side. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Ball's knocked loose. Jordan the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Back to Holiday. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lets it go from 11, and it's blocked by Jordan. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Giannis. Here's Lopez, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Now here's Green after the miss from Bobby Portis. Harden kicks to Brown. Clock at 6. Harden, no good.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And it's Connaughton missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Harden outside. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now, here's Shamet. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Green gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. Middleton dishes to Giannis. Bucks passing it around. 18 feet out. The rebound by the Nets. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here is Irving. He dishes it to Harden. Oh, the lob to Irving. Unable to get that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now, here is Harden. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Harden against Holiday. Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 21. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Holiday against Harden. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Now here's Johnson. To the middle. Stolen by Wilson.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Harry, no good. Now, Antetokounmpo. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
about as well as I could have.
You talked about this on your YouTube channel, that these games were a lot closer than the final outcome kind of showed. So for you, what do you think your key was to your success with the tournament?
I'm confident always, but I think the experience and then just my consistency on defense, right? Against defense to offense, I gave up 26 first quarter points. That's not going to be very good. So you just have to switch things around.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee with a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Snell in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Now, here is Young. The 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. From about 19 feet. Atlanta with the rebound. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And here's Young from the arc. Kicks it out to Collins. From deep. Offensive rebound. Goes up with it again. And Capella with a nice bucket inside.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Herter. Kicks it out to Collins. It's deflected and stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup is good.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Young against Holiday. Back to Herter. 5 to shoot. There's the dish to Capella. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Holiday against Young. He kicks to Collins. In the corner, Herter with it. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Middleton can't get it to go.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Herter, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
Young passes to Capella. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed. And
That's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head, force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Gallinari comes in for Tony Snell. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Milwaukee leading by 4. Augustine up top. He's covered by Rondo. The shot's good from Forbes.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Young looking around. Inside. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Okongwu. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go. Augustine passes to Portis. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Augustine, that's good.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Young, and the layup's good off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Craig. It's Portis, high post. Capella's there. Portis, the pass to Craig. Off on the layup.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
To the middle. Rondo kicks to Young. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They're up by... And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team is going to be. I'm able to get to my spot.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court for Atlanta, they've got Rajon Rondo. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Young, and it's Capella in at the center. Now, here's Portis. Pass to Augustine. 6 to shoot. Portis kicks to Craig. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Young. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Forbes. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Forbes takes it up strong against tight defense.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Augustine. Passes to Herter. Back to Capella. Here's Herter. Defended by DiVincenzo. Can't connect from short range. Middleton left side. And the pass to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Giannis. Feeds it to Lopez. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let up in him all night.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Capella. And here they come. Snell finds Collins. Here's Herter. The Hawks again can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. Snell kicks to Rondo. Great D that time from Middleton.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
There's a lot to like about Kevin Herter as a catalyst. Smart, skilled, and versatile.
Out left to the wing. Forbes the pass to Lopez. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kicks it to Rondo. No good on the triple.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Intercepted. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Capella, the pass to Collins. Here's Snell, defended by Middleton. Back to Collins. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Lopez with the steal. Oh, he got it to go!
Wow. I can't believe it.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so that's the end of the first half. Milwaukee on top as they end the second. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clint Capella has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
The power and the tenacity that this kid shows, Collins, not to be denied.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Milwaukee leading by 7. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. Fires from 18. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Fernando. Back to Herter. Kicks it out to Collins. To the wing on the left. Goes back up. Fernando can't get it to go. Bucks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
They get a hand on it, taken away by Holiday. Deflects the pass. He's got a clear path. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Rondo passes to Collins. Craig pulls it in.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Fernando. Left side Rondo. Will it go? And the layup is good.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. DJ Augustine's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Gallinari comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. The Hawks trail by 12. Young outside. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Collins. They grab their own miss, and it's put back up and in by Capella. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
Young, good.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Pass to Augustine. Back to Antetokounmpo. Portis kicks to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Gallinari passes to Capella. Back to Gallinari. He feeds it to Capella. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And Holiday kicks to Augustine. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's. Here's Herter, defended by Portis. Capella, the pass to Herter. Young with no one around. Up again. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Holiday. Passes it to Augustine. Portis kicks to Augustine. Now the pass to Connaughton. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up again. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Augustine. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Clint Capella is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Young in at the point guard position. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And look at it. A significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And that's called finishing a play. Physical defense. Holiday stays focused, eyes on the rim.
It's thrown by to Kumbo. Now the Bucks moving it up. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
To the paint, here's DiVincenzo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. The Hawks trail by 12. Now Young. It's thrown by to Kumbo. To the inside. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday gets the bucket.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Gallinari wide open. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Milwaukee now. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Here's Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Middleton outside. Gallinari with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
Trae Young is so good in transition, just has a great feel to make an impact.
Pass to Holiday. And it's Lopez at the elbow. He's looking for Middleton and finds him.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Pass to Fernando. Back to Young. Down low. Fernando, the pass to Collins. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Clock is at 3.
Well, when you play as hard as college does, you're going to get to the foul line.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Pass to Holiday. Inside. Lopez passes to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
The Hawks working the ball around. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Milwaukee.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. No good from the wing. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 13. Young's shot is off. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.